All right, so what you guys are looking at right here is a fight that I had earlier today. It is a loss, and I'm going to review it and kind of give you guys a few tips, or at least just review it and figure out what I did wrong and how I could have fought this fight better. And this is something that I definitely intend on doing a lot more once UFC 5 drops. I was going to do that more in UFC 4, and I kind of just forgot all about it. But UFC 5... we're going to record losses, and we're going to just talk about it and see what we can learn. So in this fight, I am using Vicente Luque. This roundhouse to the body that my opponent is throwing in this fight is going to be a big story in this fight. It's a strike I did not capitalize on as well as I should have. I really should have capitalized more on it. As you see, my opponent using Leon Edwards, he's doing a good job of staying in the pocket. He's not really backing up too much. So right away, I knew it was going to be kind of a gunfight a little bit. I didn't want to back up too much and play on the back foot while using Vicente Luque. So I kind of stood in front of him a little bit. But he was doing a good job of looking for that roundhouse every single time I'm retreating. See that? And that's a good time to throw it a roundhouse. And usually the best counter for that is to just plant and rip. Whether it's a jab into a right hook, jab, uppercut, left hook, just planting and throwing a shot at the same exact time that he's throwing that roundhouse to the body. That's typically the best counter for it. So you see, I'm moving backwards. He throws the jab, follows up with the roundhouse. And what I should have been doing every single time I saw him start throwing it is enter the pocket. Like I said, it's so much better when they're throwing it as you're retreating. So when I saw him throwing that jab into the roundhouse, what I should have done was immediately crash in with a combination. You guys will see. So that's mistake number one. And he threw that roundhouse to the body multiple, like right there. I saw it coming, but like I was so just not on point in this fight that like I just let him get away with it over and over and over again. Once again, he throws it again, and he's throwing it as I'm backing up, but I should have crashed in, and man, he got away with that so many times. Next up is I wasn't moving my head as much as I should have in this fight, and this is definitely something that I would like to improve on moving forward, because typically what happens is I start to think that a player is that just because I'm not going to do something doesn't mean that a player is not going to do it. It's something that I got to get out of my mind, right? So like if I throw a 1-2 and I see you slip the 2, most likely the next shot I'm going to throw is going to be a jab into a hook, right? But you'll see this guy, man, he would go 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 over and over again, and I wasn't slip straighting him or countering it as much as I should have. Right there, I get him with a beautiful slip into a cross on the 1-2. And right there, see right there, he flashes it. He goes for the jab into a right hook. And occasionally he throws in this spinning elbow as well. And I was worried about that spinning elbow too, because I don't want him to catch me in the middle of throwing a combination. And I know that's what he was trying to do, right? He was trying to set me up, get me into a gunfight in the middle, chuck a spinning elbow in there, and rock me. So it's so funny because I was definitely winning this fight pretty clearly. You'll see as I rock him again. Right there, he switches things up. There's the jab straight. I rock him again. I believe I set him down right here. Yeah, set him down with the jab. Go to finish him. He does a good job of moving his head. I should have gone to top mount right there. I mean, I saw the prompt. It would have been safer to go to top mount, posture up again, and start raining down ground and pound. That would have been better. I rock him again right there. Rock him with the uppercut. But as you can see, he's definitely doing some serious damage because look at my head held. Now right here, he starts throwing the jab straights. He's throwing these jab straights, and I'm thinking to myself, no, I'm not going to slip. He's trying to set me up for me to lean into a hook. I slip, I catch him with the cross, and I'm like, he's not going to throw that jab straight again. There's no way. But right here, he's going to go back to the jab straights. Jab straight. Jab straight. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna slip. Nobody would do this. Nobody would keep going back to it. But I should have slipped right there. I should have slipped. And right here, I shit the bed. I got a bit flustered because I saw that my head health was getting low. He rocks me through the block. I duck. He throws a double uppercut. And the second uppercut knocks me out cold right there. You could definitely say this was a legitimate comeback win for him. Because, yeah, I was rocking him the whole entire time. If I would have got one more rock, I would have probably got him out of there. But that uppercut, catches me with one more uppercut on the way down. So, let's rewind that a little bit. One thing I wish I really didn't do when he started really pressuring in the end right there. There was a section in the end when, rather than performing a stationary head movement, I was flustered in a little bit. Sometimes it still happens to me where I start getting pressured. I'm like, oh shit. I was holding my left stick while I performed the head movement, and it was a useless head movement. I ducked down while moving. I ducked into him. You'll see it. It was terrible. It was god awful. Right here, look at that. That right there. That is so stupid. The way I duck right into him. Right. Look at that. Look at this. I freaking duck and get closer to him. Meanwhile, what I'm trying to do is create some space, but I duck right into him, and of course, he's right in front of me. My block is already overcommitted. He throws a jab, throws a right hook, a left hook around the guard, rocks me, and there are a multitude of things I could have done after he rocked me. I could have shot for a takedown. I could have moved my head a little bit better. I need to practice more on keeping myself safe after I've been rocked, because I have noticed that sometimes I'll be doing a very good job, but then a player will get one rock and then that's it. So I need to do a better job of surviving when I'm rocked, for sure. I need to try to build that skill up a little bit more. He rocks me right there, and I fucking duck into the uppercut. Like, oh my god, if I would have just blocked, honestly, if I would have just blocked, not even moved my head right there, just held block, maybe he would have sat me down, maybe, right? But it wouldn't be this drastic. Boom, because like, that was a second rock, all right? Me ducking into it, that was a second rock. Boom, and then at that exact moment, he throws up two uppercuts and he gets me out of there. So yeah, man, like I said, just a few things to try to fix, or to try to learn to fix in my game. I need to keep in mind that just because I wouldn't do it doesn't mean that the player wouldn't do it. Just because I wouldn't throw jab straight, jab straight, jab straight, jab straight over and over again, because I'd be worried about the slip straight. Just because I wouldn't do it doesn't mean that my opponent wouldn't do it. So I'm gonna try to not think my opponents are me. They're their own person, their own entity, and they will do it. They absolutely will do it. Need to get better with moving my head, for sure. Need to know when to add in some grappling to slow things down, especially if I'm already doing ground and pound. And of course, try to, as experienced as I am playing this game, sometimes I still get flustered. I need to try to not get flustered like that anymore. And then yes, the big one of course was that jab into the roundhouse to the body. I need to remember that the best time for them to throw that jab into the roundhouse to the body is when I'm backing up. As I'm retreating, that's the best time to throw it. And so when they start throwing it, I need to crash in with a combo, jab straight, jab right hook, jab uppercut, just something to meet them in the middle as that roundhouse is coming at me, because they're gonna be wide open to that shot. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Hope you guys learned something from my defeat. I definitely learned something. A lot of times with these matches, it's always something small, right? With these high-level matches, it's always something tiny, something insignificant that gets you freaking clubbered. So I need to try to just dot my I's and cross my T's. So thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you learned something, leave a like on it. And I will see you guys later today with a brand new one. As always, stay safe. Peace out, boys. Have a good one.